I'm gonna tell you a little story about when I got bankrupt and why this has affected me in a positive way. So I have been a tattoo artist for 19 years and I started to make money real fast. And this was kind of easy money for me. I didn't think about the expenses and the taxes and all of those practical things that you should think about when you start your own business. So I was 20 years old when I started my own business and started making good money. So I spent it on my friends, on partying and clothing and interior design, and then I started traveling. I went all over Europe. I went to New York and LA, and I'm from little Scandinavia. This is far, you know? But I just went anywhere because I wanted to travel and I was like, I deserve it, you know? Give me a break here. I spent so much money and I never even thought about sitting down and really thinking about the consequences and turning my life around. That took so many years to figure out. It wasn't until I actually met my present boyfriend. He actually kind of woke me up from this state of mind, like I could do anything because I could just tattoo and everything would be all right. And I was living in this bubble, which I thought that everything was gonna be better later. I thought that everything was just gonna fix itself, and it never did. It just got worse. And the main thing was a tax bill that just grew and got bigger every year. I was actually making more money every year at the same time because I was making a name out of myself and I was successful. I was fully booked for several years. I made more and more money and I could specialize in the things that I really wanted to do. But it was I was just trapping myself also because I made more money and therefore the tax bills got higher and higher, and I was late with the former tax bill. So I never kind of caught up with them. They caught up with me all the time. I've had the tax people coming to get my car. I actually bought a car. It wasn't that expensive. I had kids, you know, I had to have a car to get them to kindergarten and stuff. But they took my car. So after that kind of woke me up, and Marius woke me up also and like helped me realize that you can't just walk around and think and believe that it's all gonna work out after a while. It's not gonna fix itself. So I had to kind of just deal with it. Now most of my salary goes to the tax payments because I want to get rid of this debt, and it has been hunting me for like 18 years. And now I see the light in the tunnel. I see that I will do it one day. It will be gone. It's not gonna haunt me forever. But at the same time, it's like a ghost that is haunting you, and it is so difficult to get rid of it. So my big advice for anyone who is going to start their own business as a tattoo artist or a hairdresser or anything, please just go through all of those steps and learn, you know, pay the bill from day one. If you don't pay the bills, oh my God, I've learned the hard way. And that's why I kind of also feel like I am flawsome, because I do have so many flaws. I have learned from them, but I'm still also totally awesome because I have made a tattoo empire in this country, and I'm super proud of myself also because I have gone through a lot to get where I am. I have sacrificed so many things to get where I am. So I kind of want to say that yes, I'm not super successful, but I am kind of successful. I am at that stage where I can see that I have a bright future and I can trust my future and I can be in a happy place, if you know what I mean. But at the same time, I've really worked hard to get there. I have been super flawed. I have made mistakes like hell. I have had colleagues. I have fired people. I have been backstabbed. I have been so hurt from both people and stuff that you won't even imagine. But that has made me what I am today. And I'm just happy and grateful for the obstacles that has been there. So when you have an obstacle, don't try to run from it, but go through it. And because that's your only way of really getting to that place where you're going to be successful. And you can't be really successful without having those wrong steps, those fails. You have to have a darkness to be able to see the light and to be grateful for the light. If you haven't had bad times, how are you going to feel totally happy when you're having the good times? So those are the contrasts of my life. And yeah, that was my little thought for today. Like, getting bankrupt, it's not the end of the world. It is more like a door closing and another one opens. It's just that the next door is going to be looking very small and maybe not that flattering. But after some time, I mean, it takes time to build up something. And for every time you fail, you stand up again, you will get stronger and you will have learned something. So that was my little thought for today. It kind of fits with the sweater I'm wearing right now. It's Flossom. I love this brand, The Beautiful Disaster, not only because of their clothes, because they do have some nice clothes with some nice fonts and colors and all of that, but it's more like the meaning behind it. I found them when I was at the Ink and Iron Festival in Long Beach many years ago. I found a little booth and they were selling some clothes like t-shirts and caps. And I wore one of those hats actually in the Worst Clients in a Tattoo Studio. And this Beautiful Disaster hat was a kind of a lucky hat for me for many years. And because that's what I felt like. I felt like I was a beautiful disaster, a totally disaster on the inside. Like I am a mental or emotional disaster. I am very emotional, I'm very romantic. And when stuff doesn't go my way, I get very sensitive and emotional, and I can like start crying from nothing. I was diagnosed borderline, so I do have some issues when it comes to the emotional reactions to stuff. Probably also why I got this anxiety attack, the one I told you about in the I'm Back video, for like why I took a whole year pause from YouTube. I am very sensitive, but sometimes I also feel so powerful and awesome because I have accomplished many things. I have a code so you can get a discount on everything you get from them. I will link it below. Just check them out and see for yourself. If you're like me, if you are Flossom or you are a beautiful disaster, you should definitely try to take a look at their work. Another reason that I feel like I am very Flossom or a disaster, like emotionally, is not only because of my borderline disorder or whatever you call it. It's just that I've also been extremely naive, and that has hurt me so many times in life. You have no idea. My naivety has destroyed my life several times. I could tell you like so many stories, but I'm gonna mention like one time I had a stalker stalking me for 13 years. It all started with me being naive, and because I'm always thinking the best about people. I always believe that you're innocent until proven otherwise, and I always believe the best in people, and that I feel like that is awesome. It is a good thing because I'm nice, I'm kind. I don't judge people. I don't judge books by its cover. I don't judge anyone. I always think that they are nice until they are not. And so I've been burnt a lot of times, and mostly actually in business, because I've not been the typical business person that has been tough and strict. I have been more like the big sister or the friend, and taken people in and helped them with their business, and then they have stabbed me in the back. Not everyone, of course, but it has happened several times, and that is a naivety that I have worked with really hard, because now I don't feel like I am that bad anymore. Maybe I've even become a little cold in a way. If you try to see the difference in me now and like 10 years ago, Some might say that I'm just a cold-hearted bitch but that's just because I've learned not to be super nice and naive to anyone I meet, everyone I meet. It's okay to be skeptical. It's okay to be a little careful and not let anyone into your life. So yeah, there are weirdos out there, there are stalkers out there, and there are people out there that is gonna look like your friend or colleague or, you know, even family, and then they're gonna ditch you, stab you in the back, and take what they want and leave you. That will happen, and when it does, you will just grow, you will learn from it, and you will get tougher from it. To all of my naive, nice girls out there that are not judging anyone and you're just being kind and friendly, and please just stop a little bit and think about the consequences and what could happen if the last person you were kind to should just suddenly flip and just stab you in the back. I'm sorry, this sounds like really harsh and stuff, but that was it for today. I don't know, even it was just a little small talk just to get some stuff out of my chest. And but hey, I'll be back next week with another video with maybe some more organized stuff. So forgive my rambling and nonsense, and if you like my videos, just give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs down if you don't like it, and I won't do these kinds of videos anymore. If you want to get to know me more, comment on anything and give me an idea of a video that you think I should make. And just subscribe to my channel and check out my Instagrams. They're all linked below. And I will see you next week.